with a vengeance. Actually, with a vengeance. So I changed some settings. It's not super important, but I did. It's probably important. The like reduced stream delay thing, that's not on anymore because I think that might have been causing problems. I don't know. It might not have been, but it felt like it was. Um, and I changed the frame rate down to 30 instead of 60. So there's that. Um, Also other things that I need to mention when we get into the game. Yeah, so things have changed. There are some things that have changed. You may notice I have 10 humanity there. That's actually just what's on me. That's what's like active. Do I still have? No, I don't. I think I mentioned it before, but whoop, that's not item discovery. When you have humanity on you, item discovery goes up for everyone up to 10. And it goes up to 2. Yeah, maxed out at 210. I think it's you get like diminishing returns for each one, but doing 10 humanity plus no, plus the covetous gold serpent ring, which I think is in the other direction, or not. I don't know where it is. There it is, that one. That brings item discovery up to 410. Or you can use the symbol of avarice, but you can't stack symbol of avarice in the ring. That doesn't work. And also symbol of avarice drains your health. So, you know, careful with that. Also, I got this big club. I had that divine longsword. I got rid of it because it was bad. I maxed it out and then got rid of it. It was not good. Lightning Claymore, I think, was at +1 before. It's at +2 now. Divine, yeah, it's a great club. It's very strong. It does a lot of damage. It does 222 magic damage. So let's use it on something. Oh, right. There are other things too. I'll get to those in a second. Yeah, that's the light attack. This is the heavy attack. Probably also got big poise. That's the two-handed heavy attack. That's not a jump attack. The jump attack is... Oh, that's not the jump attack. The jump attack is faster, I think. Weirdly enough. I don't know if it does more damage. That would be dumb if it did. It might. I mean, it did all that damage through their shield. So, that's why I did 170. Anyway, actually, no, that might have been from the magic also, because I'm pretty sure that does not have, like, 100% magic defense. Other stuff. Was there a ring I got? I feel like there might have been a ring I got. No, I have Havel's ring on right now. I think I did before. I don't think there's anything I got that I didn't have before. Anyway, yeah, point is, the thing with the humanity, I remember I had 0 humanity last time, so I have 49 now. Yeah, you can farm humanity real easily in the depths. I might as well show how I did that. Might as well. But this is not actually where I want to go. That's a difference, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. That took, like, 2 hours or something like that, I think. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to how much time it took, honestly. Also, the dragon's back. That happened. I walked through here, and the dragon reappeared. I don't know why, actually, but he's back. I did not know the dragon came back. Apparently he does, though. So we can fight him. Yeah, we can just fight him now. It's be fine. Yeah, the Great Club's moveset's not great. It's just like that, and then, well, As far as like combos. Anyway, yeah, you stand there long enough, he gets down, you can just stab him. Okay, I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate you doing that. Oh no. Stop that. Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I don't know if you can cut his tail off and get the Drake sword. It's not doing a lot of damage to me. It's still super annoying. Why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this, dragon? There we go. I think he's dead now. Yeah, we killed him. Great. Good job, dragon. It gives 10,000 souls, which is not that much right now. Also, you might notice there's an NPC over there. Hollow soldier helm. Great. I came around to some areas to farm some things, and I noticed some NPCs in some locations, and I was like, oh, maybe I should come back to these and not talk to those NPCs. So, Solera's here.
Oh, hello there.
I had forgotten he
Excuse me.
comes here.
I was just pondering about my poor fortune. I did not find my own son, not in Anor Londo, nor in Twilight Blighttown.
When did you go to
Where else
Blighttown?
might my son be? Lost Izalith? Or the tomb of the Grave Lord? But I cannot give up. I became undead to pursue this. But when I peer at the sun up above, it occurs to me, what if I am seen as a laughingstock? As a blind fool without reason?
You probably are.
Well, I suppose they wouldn't be far off.
Does he have anything else to say?
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun.
Why?
The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Alright then. Something I never explained about Solera's armor set is it's not actually an armor set. I mean, it is, but, I believe, like, when you get it, it doesn't list it as, like, Solera's helm, Solera's armor, or whatever. It's like, I don't remember what all of them are called. But they're not part of a set. They're actually just a bunch of pieces he cobbled together. Which is why he looks so weird. Yeah. He doesn't have anything to give us or anything, but he's here. His side quest is almost over. So I gotta do some stuff. Right. Okay, now I remember the other thing I needed to show that I didn't, that I just got an item and never mentioned it. Key item, I think, actually. Rite of Kindling. We got this from Pinwheel, back in the catacombs, and I just didn't say anything about it because I forgot. This item's super important. It lets you kindle bonfires a second time. This one's not kindled, I don't think. No, it's not. But it'll let me kindle the bonfire a second time. So you can get 15 Estus from a bonfire instead of 10. Okay, other thing. Still people fighting the gargoyles, I guess. Up here. Important things up here. Hello. I don't appreciate that. Don't do that. Stop it. This is this big two-handed heavy attack, and I just parried it. Like, no. Don't do that. Yeah, there's a Black Knight up here. He gives you a Titanite chunk. Obviously, we could have fought him way earlier, but I didn't want to do that. I think I mentioned he was up there before. I think that's about all for this area. I think Solera will leave as soon as I like zone out. I don't remember if I leveled anything up. I don't think I did. I think all the souls I had I spent on yeah, I don't think I got any levels. I spent all the souls on like on other stuff. Daughter of Chaos. We have multiple things to do here. I think I did look up what the deal is with Engi. He won't talk to you. And yeah, and there's nothing to buy from him. I don't think there ever was. I figured out what the deal is with to get him to like sell stuff to you. You have to get eggs, like the things he has on his back. You have to get those on your head, which I don't remember what they actually do. I seem to recall there's a big downside to having them at all, I think, but I don't remember what it is. But yeah, if you do that, then he'll talk to you and sell you stuff. But anyway, offer humanity. Let's just offer 10. I don't need these anymore. I don't need my item discovery up. I had to max it out to like make getting humanity way more like a Chaos Storm. Great. I think I'm at rank 2 now. Chaos Servant +2. I might need to look this up. I might need to. I thought that's supposed to, like... I remember that thing, that wall becoming a path. But maybe not. Maybe I'm confusing it with somewhere else. We'll see. We got that pyromancy. Chaos Storm, I think we've seen. Erect localized fire pillars. Yeah, it's sure, why don't I get it? Why don't I just put it on? Because why not? Who's gonna stop me? You won't. Put that on instead of that. I've also got other stuff that I should probably put away. Bottomless box. Did I get this on stream? I don't remember. Oh no, you can't put those away. That's annoying. The spells just have to stay there. Okay, well. Oh well. Whoop. Okay. Now, back in the Blight Town. Still a fun time. Oh right, but with the we got the Rite of Kindling, so we can kindle the Firelink bonfire. We can kindle basically any bonfire. But all of the ones that have a Firekeeper are already kindled. So that would include like the one in Anrolando at the start, which doesn't matter now because we can't go there, but... Right, but if you hit one of these, they have an attack they can do that'll... I don't remember what the attack is. I think you have to hit them without killing them. They can do an attack that, like, plants eggs in your head, though. It's weird and gross. And, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's as horrific as it sounds. But anyway, I'm gonna just kill these guys. Alright, do your thing, Fred Durst. It takes a while for them to become, like, vulnerable again. I believe, like, the wiki straight up refers to the attack as the enemies impregnating your head, or something like that. It's gross. There we go. Two-handed it, and that still wasn't a one-shot. I think this, the Black Knight sword is stronger than the Great Sword right now. Great Sword, that's at plus 10. Dung Pies, yeah. I think I mentioned already they can drop that. That's like their most common drop. I don't know if they can drop anything else, actually. Oh no, I'm poisoned. Whatever will I do? Actually, I think there should be an NPC around here. Now that I think about it. Just completely forgot. Is that them over there? No. Imminent Comfort. I don't remember how you get them to appear. I thought they just appeared after a certain amount of time. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it's where that sign was. I'm pretty sure is where they show up. But maybe not. Was there anything else I forgot to mention? Did I ever talk about how I figured out what that enemy was? The one that I said that was super rare, or that appeared around here? The weird, like, crab thing? The glowy crab thing? It's... I don't know if I explained it before, but I'll just do it again then. It's... what is it called? An evil something? I don't remember. There's like multiple variants of it, and that was an evil one. There's also a good one that just runs away from you, and the evil one that actually attacks you. I think it's like when it's appears when another player loses a ton of humanity or something like that. It just appears in someone's world at random, so that was why I saw it, and that's why it's so rare to see in like the other versions, because the population is not what it was. So anyway, Onion Bro over here. I walked past him. I was farming these slug things for item. Okay, he's gonna have to die. I was killing these things to farm them for stuff. For they drop green titanite. And then I just walked past the lair. There was also like a weapon I got here. I don't remember what it was. I think it was the server, wasn't it? I might have put it away. Yeah, I did. It's not very interesting. It's like a curved greatsword. It's nothing. So he's sleeping standing up. All right then.
Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I think I'll have to give him one, really, but...
The Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
Pierce shield. That's the shield he has right now.
Well, our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
I don't know what that laugh means.
The poison swamp, like quicksand in there.
Yeah, yeah.
The poison, like
Okay. Anyway, yeah, there's that. I can put on, I think it's the rusted iron ring, right? And that makes this, the swamp not, like, it makes it so I can run through it at, like, normal speed. Where are the purple moss clumps? I don't know how many I have. I have 15. Okay, so I gave him one of the 16 that I had, I guess. Don't think anything else. I have that. Probably have something else I forgot to mention. Maybe. This is doing 308, then 159 from scaling, and this is doing 260 and then 171. This is only at +4. This one's at +10. I think the Black Knight sword only goes up to +5 though, and I think it stops. And then I can enchant this with like lightning or something. Also found out that enchanting something does not completely remove scaling. It just drops it a lot. But this one has, I think, A strength scaling normally, so it dropped down to D. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's the Pierce Shield. Might as well show that can be used as a thrust weapon. I don't think it does that by default. Oh, yeah, never mind. If you don't have a parry, instead you have that. I mean, maybe that can be used as a parry, I have no idea. Don't know how strong that is. I also don't really care. Anyway, Sigmaier's here. He won't be here very long. He's gonna leave, but you know, he's here right now. He's here in our hearts. Chaos Storm, might as well show this. I'll show it. I want to use it on something. Use it on these things. Why not? All kinds of enemies over here. And that takes a long time to cast. Great. That missed, like, all of them. Good job. Wow. Okay, anyway, you know, that's enough of that, I think. And the bonfire is over here, right? I think. Right? Right? Maybe not? Maybe it's not. Where was the bonfire again? I always forget. I think that was where I went last time, and that ended up being not correct. So, you know. And then I died. Where are we going? There we go. There it is. Okay. Great. Where to next? Tomb of the Giants? I could. Could also not. I don't think there's anything in Anorlando left to show. What is the sunlight altar? Oh, right. I think Sigmaier's quest is also very close to being done. I look like the Burger King? I'm not okay with that. Depths, why not? Why not? I'll show the thing. I'll show where I went to do the thing. Do I need Havel's ring? I probably do for this armor set. Oh, no I don't. Never mind. Oh wait, yes I do. Okay. I don't know. I could also just be naked. Who's gonna stop me? No one. No one's gonna stop me. Seems like all using this is just like better. Sure, that's fine. Defense does not matter that much. It's not very important. Stop it. Also helps to put 10 humanity on because then it makes this easier. But anyway, you go this way. You don't have to break those boxes, I just like to. Or like, you put 10 humanity on, your item discovery goes up even higher. And you kill all of these rats, and the only thing they can drop is humanity. I think the drop rate, like, by default is like 2% or something like that. I don't remember. I don't know. It's not important, really. Of course, I have the gold serpent ring on right now, so that's increasing it. I don't have any humanity on, but, you know. Yeah, then through here. These will all attack at once. And then, I mean, the rest doesn't really matter. You can go that way first or over here. I'll go this way first. He dropped nothing. This guy's gonna try to run towards the pit, which can be a problem because he can really easily just, like, fall into it after you kill him. You can just kick him into the pit. And there's this one over here. There's actually more if you keep going, but this was usually where I stopped, was with these ones. And I just don't explore these tunnels any further. And this is a dead end. But there's these two in these boxes right here. And neither of them dropped anything. Those boxes over there have nothing. And then that's it. I got 2 humanity that time. That's fine. How many do I have now? 51. Great. Okay, so that's the run. I did that. I just did that over and over for like 2 hours and got like 50 humanity. Well, actually, plus I had 0, like actually 0. So like this, but without these 51. So technically, I got 59 because there were the 10 that were on me that I just used for the Covenant. So yeah. Two hours of rat killing. I wasn't just doing it like I was listening to something else while I was doing that. I wasn't I wasn't just doing it raw. That would be I couldn't handle that, I don't think. I've probably got stuff I want to put in here. Yeah, server, that was the thing I got in the Blight Town that I didn't, that was off screen and whatever. You didn't miss anything. It's not a very interesting weapon. Effigy shield. Alright, yeah, this does actually have something about Nito on it. I hadn't looked at it, but it's also not very interesting. Pierce shield can go, I think, yeah. Actually, did the effigy shield block a lot of something? It blocks a lot of lightning. I forgot. That was why I had it. Blocks 90% of lightning damage, which is absurd. Oop. Oh yeah, and I put some of the rings away because they were useless. Was there anything else I just, like, forgot to mention? Oh, I did look up how to get to the DLC. I found out I didn't really need to look it up. I forgot it's actually, like, something really simple. Like, it's just, it's something that we will come across when, like, just playing through, so I don't actually have to... I didn't need to look it up, basically. I forgot. I was thinking it was, like, something complex, but it's not. I mean, it kind of is. The second part of it is, but the first part's pretty simple. I would have been able to figure it out. Anyway, I think that's all I wanted to show. That's what I did. Though, that's is this kindled? I don't know. I have no idea. Skull lantern. Put that on. Whoop, actually. Remember to have that. Let's go. Giant dead. There we go. Let's see if I can remember the run. Probably not. Probably not. Patches is there. Also have this sword, and I don't think I should. And this guy right here. Okay, now, time to run. I did not figure out how to get to that other bonfire, by the way. That never happened, so, you know. In case you were hoping for me to figure that out, why would you? Okay, right, down here, not that way. Down here, then down here, and something was chasing me a little farther than it maybe should have. But that's fine. I probably should have just made myself human, because there's an NPC invasion right here, and I mentioned it before. But, you know, I'm bad. So shut up. Okay, don't need that anymore. Wait, I put that in the wrong place? There we go. Stop it. Yeah, that's the combo though, is just it just does that same attack over and over. Doesn't really do much of anything. Okay. You guys do your thing. Also, another way you can farm humanity is the little, like, baby skeleton things in this room. They drop it, so that's a thing you can do. Okay. So we're gonna use the club this time because it's better. Yep, still gonna skip that. Bad idea. And I'm toxic. Great. Okay, those are dead permanently now. That's the good thing. That's the good news. Nito himself is not too hard, as I recall. It's really just that it's the skeletons are a problem. I don't know what I did to deal with that before, but I'm pretty sure I beat him in one try. when I first played. That just didn't even, like, stagger me or anything. That's something. Okay. Fortunately, the big skeletons are just not even attacking. I wonder if this will do any more damage. Yes, it does. So yeah, the skeletons were the problem. They were pretty much the only problem. Eat shit, Nito. Believe that's it. He's just a big skeleton, man. I got a Lord Soul. So great. And one humanity. Got one humanity from him, which seems weird. But sure. What was even on that soul? Was it nothing? Oh, actually it looked like it was a lot. Like 15,000. That's weird. So yeah, I'm gonna just use this bonfire. Obviously, this the Gravelord Covenant's gone now because Nito's dead. I believe he was the Gravelord. I think I should increase endurance a bit. 30-30, that looks good. That looks good to me. Hitting the point where I'm getting diminishing returns yet? No, 3, 2, then that gives me 4. So I'm definitely not. I think endurance soft cap is at like 40 or something like that for like stamina and equip load. I don't know. Out of curiosity, how much more attunement do I need to get another slot? Only 2, actually. I'll consider it. I'll consider it later. Oh. Gravelord Nito was the Gravelord, yes. Shut up. Oh. Okay, well, I don't really need this club anymore. It was just for that. I can switch the... put the Claymore on, I guess. Should probably read that Lord Soul. Should probably do that. Wait, no, it's a key item. You can't use Lord Souls because they're important. Lord Soul was discovered at dawn of the Age of Fire. Dead, yeah. He's the Grim Reaper. I'm pretty sure. Or like Hades, or whatever. Yeah. He's the Death Man. Much like, you know, like the Scat Man. What was I doing? I don't know. We finished with, so we're done with Tomb of the Giants, basically. We're done. We did it. And Catacombs, by extension. Next, we have 2 areas we can go to. I can go to Orlando. Actually, we have a lot more than 2 areas. We have 2 areas we need to go to. Wait, is it 3? Hold on, who are the... what are the Lord Souls? Aren't there 4 of them? Are there 4 Lord Souls? There's Nito. Seath. Oh god, I'm blanking. 4 kings and someone else? I don't know. We can go to Blighttown. We can go to the Great Hollow, which I haven't done yet. We can finish Painted World. So we need to... Okay. Okay, I think I know. We're doing this. We're doing this first. We have like 2 or 3 optional areas we can do. And then like... 2 required... No, like 3 required ones. It's not open. How does that open? I'm gonna need to look that up. Gonna need to do... Oh, wait, no, okay, yeah, Lost Izalith is the third one. Right, right. How could I forget that one? Because it's the boss that's really bad. Oh, apparently people voted that one up. Great. I can view all of my messages. 12. This one just has a rating of 12. I don't know. I don't even know what that message is. What secret? Secret what? I don't know. It was in the depths. People liked it though. What was I doing? Oh, right. 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 Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have gone to Firelink. Patches goes back to Firelink when you finish Tomb of the Giants. So I should have done that. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That guy's got a mace. Don't know what he's gonna do with it, but he's got it. Dude, beat Quelaag or something, I don't know. All right. You know what? I think that NPC appears when you finish like a later area. What was that? Stop that. Don't do that. How dare you throw rocks at my iframes. I don't know when really they expect you to do Great Hollow. It's probably gonna be super easy, I imagine. Actually, maybe I should do it later. Maybe. Because I know there's a quest that can... Never mind. I'll get to it we'll get to it when we get to it. Well, there's a quest that has branching paths, and you can one of the paths can lead here. But or can end here, but it's that path is absurdly difficult to get, so okay, just rest there. Don't want to kindle it. Not really. I don't remember if there's any like NPC invasion or anything in this area. I want to say no. I'm not super familiar with this place. The layout's weird, as you can maybe already see. Yeah, there's that there. I don't remember if you jump to that or how you get to it. I don't remember if these items are even worth getting. Okay, there's that over there. There's two crystal lizards. Oh great, I forgot there are basilisks in this area. What fun. I mean, they're not any stronger than the ones in the depths, but they're here. Maybe they just expect you to do this place immediately. I don't know. Large soul of a nameless soldier. Yeah, I think they might have expected me to do this right away. I'll say right now there's another zone after the Great Hollow, so that one is probably a little more difficult as far as like enemies go. Maybe. I'm not sure. Might as well. I mean, there's items all over the place. I think I'm just gonna head straight for the bottom though. So I'm gonna call at some point the path. You actually have to like drop off of something. Oh my god, what is this? What is this? What are you doing? Okay, just turn. Nope. That's concerning. Hmm. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're not supposed to be able to go back up or what the deal is. I think, yeah, we got to this bramble or whatever. I think this is like the halfway point or something like that. Fortunately, they shoot the curse gas over you. Eye of Death. I think I mentioned it before. That's for a covenant. I don't remember which one. I want to say Grave Lord Servant, but you can also farm it off of these. Because I think all of the covenants have a way to get like the covenant item offline. Or maybe that was something they started doing later, but I know at least in like later games you can get covenant items through means other than playing online. If it's an offline covenant, I mean, you know, because some of them... Woof. That's a skull. It's a skull because you die. When that meter fills up, you die. That's how that works. And then other bad things happen. I think I mentioned it before. Mentioned a lot of things before. Curse makes you die instantly, and like regardless of health, defense, whatever, it doesn't matter. You just die. And it halves your max HP. Temporarily. Until you use a purging stone. Or I think there's an NPC that can just get rid of curse. I want to say Oswald can, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how to get to that item. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm not going to attempt most of the items in this area. Oh, hello, Mushroom Man. Mushroom Child. I'll leave you to your devices. Oh no! A child just tackled me. I don't appreciate that. Oh man, these shadows. These shadows are doing their thing. Just having the time of their shadow lives. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Gonna not. No. No. Not today. Fog wall. Leading to... Ash Lake. Great. And there is a bonfire. Oh right, there's music in this area. I forgot. There's a Hydra over there. Just hanging out. Is today the day I get punched? I've already been punched by a giant mushroom. Back in the forest. It happened. I survived, but it happened. Sorrow? Dark? That's pretty dark. That's just water, I'm pretty sure. Hence the lake part. If I'm not mistaken, you can see Ash Lake from the Tomb of the Giants. I think I showed it. You can see all the trees and stuff. Yeah, I might as well do this. Why not? Man, that Hydra looks weird. Whoa, that thing has a giant body. I never realized that. I don't remember ever seeing the bottom part of half of its body under the water. You can just see it's, yeah, that's a large enemy. It's a squid. Sure. No? I don't think so. Pretty sure that's a Hydra. We'll be getting to more Hydras. Not in this game, but we'll be getting to more. Oh, jeez. We cannot get up on this Hydra's back, unfortunately. Did I just whiff? I have no idea. No? I think this one has more health. Yeah, I don't think that water homes or anything. Or maybe it does? I don't know. Okay. Cut off one of the heads. Great. Oh, those heads are going in weird locations. Thing is, at a certain point, the Hydra just becomes annoying to fight and not actually, like, hard. Like, it's just tedious. When you start getting, when, like, most of the heads are gone and you're just, like, trying to be able to hit one fast enough. Oh no. I see an item over there. Come on. Another head gone. Oh no. Do not push me into the water. I would not be okay with that. That thing just dips under the ground. That's great. Where even? Over there, I guess? Sure. The locations that they attack might be, like, semi-random. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, they don't always attack the same spot. Which is annoying. Yep, it's dead now. Okay, yeah. This one dies before you actually get to cut off all of its heads. Doesn't have enough health to accommodate that. It gives you a dragon scale, though. Which I don't need. Dragon scale, did I ever say what that does? I don't know. It upgrades dragon weapons or something. What was I saying? A dragon scale. It's just it's a weapon upgrade material. It's for getting certain weapons upgraded. It's for very specific weapons, like the Drake sword, which I never got, but you get it from beating that big red dragon on the bridge. Not from beating it, you get it from cutting its tail off. Which you can do very early on, and then get that weapon, and it's, like, broken, kind of, for the time. When you get it, it does, like, a ridiculous amount of damage. Oh, jeez, my Estus is not looking great. Let's just go rest of the bonfire. I'm pretty sure that Hydra does not come back, so. And there is obviously much more to this area. I can't level with that, can I? No, I need another 2,000. I think the soul I have is way more than that, though. How much is this? Perfect. Maybe. I might end up... It might be that I need a little more than 2,000. I don't know. I need another, like, 100. Or, like, 80 or something like that. That's just wonderful. I could go kill one of those mushrooms. I'd probably do it. Or I could just go kill one of these enemies up here. Yeah, probably don't fall off of that. You're probably gonna die if that happens. If you walk over the side. Probably don't do that, I think. Maybe. Another dragon scale. There's a lot of dragon scales around here. Wonder why that is. Uh-oh. 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 Log, save me. You saved me, Log. Log is my new best friend. Is that an enemy? I don't think it is. Those are. These things. These are enemies. Weird clam things. I don't really know much about their moveset, to be honest. They're weird, like, clams with a bunch of legs. They got, like, is that 5 legs? It's a weird number. They've just got skulls inside of them instead of pearls. It's probably a Berserk reference. Looks like a big skull, actually. I think that's what that is. The lighting. I think the lighting changed. I was concerned that there was something flying above me. Yeah, this is just a big skull. I don't know what it's the skull of, but it looks like it's smiling. Like, this guy was like, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I don't know why this area has music, to be honest. It would imply that it's much more important than it is. I don't like this. Another dragon scale. Hey, you want some dragon scales? Got a place where you can find some dragon scales. Can't wait for that skull and the rest of the skeleton to rise from the sand when you return. Yeah, I can't wait for it either, because I've never seen it happen. That would be new. I say I've never seen it happen. I've seen this area like twice. Whoa! Camera, what are you doing? Camera just... How it just shifted over to the right? I didn't do that. It just did that on its own for some reason. Is it gonna do it? What are you doing? I am not touching the stick. It's just doing that. Okay. Walk. Can't. Camera. What? I'm not touching the right stick. It's just, I am not touching the right stick. It's doing that on its own. That's not good. That's real weird. I'm not okay with that. Oh, hey, more mushrooms. Oh, there's a big mushroom in here. Well. Well. That's not good. It's not good at all. I don't think I have a purging stone. HP is half. Lifting their curse requires a purging stone or the aid of the healer in New Londo. Yeah. I'm aware. I don't believe I ever picked up a purging stone or anything. So yeah, that's what it does. That's what curse does. Is that half of my health? That looks like more than half. We're just gonna rock this amount of health. And we'll just see what happens. Maybe bad things will happen. Who knows? Is this the only area with music other than Firelink? Probably not. I don't remember where else would have music though. I don't know why this was the place they decided to give a song. Just knock him over. Like, you'd think this song would play like in like the final area or something like that. But no, nothing plays there. Curse used to be really bad in like the first version of the game, like at 1.0. Not remastered, like Dark Souls original 1.0 before it was patched at all. Curse used to stack. I think it just stacked infinitely to the point where you could just have like 1 HP. And that would make it just more and more difficult to deal with as far as like getting rid of it. So like particularly if you got cursed in the depths, that could just be a problem. You wouldn't have had the ability to warp that early on, and you just keep getting cursed, maybe. And then you can't get a purging camera. Oh my god, camera. It's fine because that basilisk killed himself. Probably because of the camera. I have no idea why the camera is doing that. That's just bad. That's just not good. No. Okay, well, got my blood stain. Yeah, there's a little crystal statue there, because that's where I got cursed. No. Okay, this one has to die. Whoa, okay. I don't like that. You weak to fire? Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be weak to it. Not resistant. Maybe he's a little weak. I don't know. I don't know what the default amount of damage is for this thing. Whoa, okay, that's not that great of an attack. That's not bad. Okay. Okay. Let's destroy my crystal self. Goodbye, past self. So someone else that got cursed. Where am I? Oh, I guess I could have went around the other way. Okay, then. I think that's the last of the basilisks. I don't think there are any more. Maybe there's more clams. There's one here. Is he weak to lightning? Might be. Might be weaker to just, you know, being hit real hard, though. Ooh, okay. That's very not good. That's what he's really weak to, dying. Being hit with a large, sharp object. I'm weak to that. Also being hit with, like, fast-moving projectiles. Or, like, burning me. Or just throwing me in water. You don't have to drown me, just throw me in water. I will die. Doesn't even have to be deep water, just water. That's my weakness. That's the weakness of a turkey. Put it out in a rainstorm, it'll drown itself. I actually don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it happened once. Hello. Hello, Dragon Man. Let's, go on attunement. Maybe. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna need one more attunement to actually get another slot, but for now, that's fine. So, pray to the everlasting dragons. That is for Covenant. I don't want to do that right now. I believe you can cut off his tail and he will not care. I'm not gonna test that, but I'm pretty sure you can. Like, he won't attack you or anything. You can do some stuff with this dragon. As for a Covenant, you can get, like, a dragon head. Or a dragon body or something. I don't remember. You can just become a dragon, basically. And then your fists become super strong. And, yeah. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've never done it, so. But anyway, that's that. That's what that is. Let's go back to Firelink. So yeah, it's not Oswald that heals Curse. It's the NPC in New Londo, which we haven't been that far into New Londo, so I haven't seen him yet. I don't know that being cursed gives anyone any different dialogue or anything like that, but okay, you're there. Where is Patches? Because he should be here. He should be in Firelink somewhere. Oh, Petrus. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes.
No. I don't remember where Patches goes. I feel like I do remember him being somewhere weird. Like he's away from everyone else. I don't know. Hmm. It's like up here somewhere. Do I need to look it up? Because I don't remember where he is. Is he down here? I don't think he is. No. No, he is not. Okay, well, let's just stop it. Surprised I didn't one-shot them. It's fine. Oh, here he is. Well, I was close.
Oh, we meet again. How many of you are there? You've come at the perfect time.
How many of what?
I'm done with the looting. I'm a humble merchant now, and wondrous treasures have I, at a special price for you. There you are. Have a nice look at them. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend.
For some reason, I don't believe anything you say. Gesture. It's just the pose he's in right now. You can get that. That's what I got.
Yeah. Have you met that sunbathing Solaire? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's a complete idiot. But he happens to be an awfully strong idiot. So just nod your head and keep him on your side.
Sure.
Wait, have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric? Believe me on this one, bruv. The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
I don't know what his deal is with clerics, really. He's not wrong, though.
Boy, have you met
About Petrus.
Embraced? Believe me on this one, bruv. He's completely mad. He wouldn't think twice about cutting somebody down. So watch out for him. Especially if you've humanity to spare.
I don't think that's true.
I'm done with the looting. I'm done with the looting.
Okay, he has nothing else to say. Oh, he sells Eye of Death. Well, he sells one Eye of Death, I guess. He would sell Divine Blessing, but doesn't have it? It says held 0. No, wait, no, that's how many I have. Never mind. Never mind. I think he sells infinite of them, actually. Oh, right, also he sells Humanity. They cost a lot, but he sells them. So you can do that instead of farming them. Just farm souls. And the masks of the mother and child you can get from him if you didn't get them. Or the father. And then a bunch of cleric stuff. Because he killed and robbed a cleric. Yeah. Raises HP. Child stamina recovery speed. Yeah. Yeah. And I think these are like the items the clerics were using. Yeah.
What? Nothing about...
Yeah, sure. Purging stone. That's the thing. That's the priority. Well, other priority. Because why not? Oh, can't reverse hollowing while cursed. Great. It's good to know. Hope I at least actually get to keep that humanity I use and it doesn't just get eaten. Because that would be really annoying. Come on. Stop it. Stop doing that. Do you have humanity for me? No. Oh. Yes, he does. Great. Item discovery, yeah, it's higher than usual. So yeah, I did get to keep the humanity. I think Purging Stone costs 4,000 souls. I don't remember.
Oh, you left me. I thought, are you bear plenty of
I guess she just takes the moss off of the walls.
areas of this town? You'll find all kinds of poison and pestilence. You can't travel a stone's toss without some trusty moss.
That's not true.
Make sure you take plenty with you.
I don't think I've used any once. Maybe I did.
Go down along the side to reach the depths of the undead berg. Only unkempt crooks and liars to be found there. Hardly a place for a lady like myself. But who knows? Maybe you'd fit right in.
I mean, I could just murder them all.
Tell me honestly, you think I've gone to the other side, don't you? That I've cracked my head and gone hollow? You do, don't you?
Yes.
I can see it in your eyes. You trust a patch of moss over me. Tell me honestly, that you...
Okay, anyway. I guess I hadn't actually looked at any of her dialogue. Purging Stone costs 6,000. Great. Oh, she sells poison arrows. So that's where you get poison arrows, I guess. Yeah, I think she only sells one humanity. Like, I think she only has one in her, like, inventory. Can I get... I was wondering if I could get souls from, like, just the enemies around here. But, you know, let's just buy this thing.
Much obliged, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully, I will not need another one. Secret treasure of Arstor, the Earl of Kareem. Yeah, sure. Oh, right, it doesn't dispel curses, but receives them as a surrogate. The stone itself was once a person or some other being. Basically, you can't get rid of a curse. The only thing you can do is it actually just puts it into the stone. It's just like, hey, take this curse. So the stone just took the curse away from me. But now the stone has it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you just throw away the stone or something. I don't have it. But, you know. What's the stone gonna do? Nothing, that's what. Actually, I do have the Rare Ring of Sacrifice, which does remove curse when you die. And also makes it so your souls stay on you. But it's not. It's rarely worth it, so I'm not gonna. Okay. That's reverse hollowing. And kindle this bonfire. So now we have 15 Estus. You cannot get a second rite of kindling as far as I know. Oh, and the flame does get larger. Hence, you know, kindling. That's how kindling works. You don't have anything.
Forgive me. I am impure. Please.
Okay, yeah, she has nothing new to say. I don't have a Firekeeper soul. Okay, so we finished Great Hollow and Ash Lake. I mean, I think really you're supposed to get like the items and stuff there, but hey, I finished it. You can't say I didn't. You can. You'd be a liar. Stone Dragon. That's Ash Lake. That's the end of Ash Lake. Painted Worlds. Why not? Let's go finish that place. Just need to... We need to kill that big dragon. I don't know who you are. Kill that big dragon. And also fight the boss. Like, the area is already optional, and then the boss is optional beyond that. So you can complete the area without even fighting the boss, but, you know... Why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? Who does that? Who completes an area without fighting the boss? Cowards, that's who. I say as I did exactly that. Okay, and that leads to the boss. The dragon is up the stairs. Oh great, that was the sound of someone invading. Yeah. Alright then. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Let's just hide in a corner. They'll never find me. Never find me here. Everyone be quiet. Hold on, where? There we go. Oh wait, no, that's not actually what I thought it was, I guess. That's not his squat. Oh well. I thought I could just like hide. Just like just use that and see what happens. So, how's everyone doing? Great. It's great. Good to hear. How long until he just gives up? The thing is, as an invader, you can totally leave. You're allowed to. Does it let me quit? No, it doesn't. It does not let me quit. I can just disconnect myself from the internet. I can do that if I want. Just running a connection test will disconnect my PS4. I'm gonna not, though. I'm gonna not. Also, I do not believe there is anything to direct an invader towards the player that they're invading, or vice versa. There's nothing to direct you towards an invader. They just everyone does their thing. It just dumps you in. It puts you close-ish to where they are, but like in a single zone, there will be like multiple like spots where you could drop in, and like wherever you drop determines like it's like, okay, well they're around here somewhere. There's also the black separation crystal, which I don't think you can use on invaders, can you? Yeah, no, that doesn't work. I didn't think it'd even let me use it. Yeah, that would be weird if it did work on invaders. It'd kind of defeat the purpose. That's for if you actually summon someone, or if you're an invader, then you can leave. I did it. Hey, you did it. You found me. You found me. Congrats. Oh no. Oh no, he killed me. That's fine. I have like 50 more humanity. And they have exactly 50. Oh, right. I didn't actually rest at the bonfire there. That's fine. It's weird that it even lets you warp there, considering it's like in a different dimension. It's in the painted world. It's like, how do you warp to this bonfire? I don't know. How does that work? Should probably rest there. I forgot I didn't do that. I expected an invasion to happen though. I didn't have any plan for what would happen when you know, when I got invaded. But I figured that would happen because just, you know, that's what happens. I don't really like invasions. I don't have a problem with them as a mechanic, but I appreciate offline mode being a thing, which it wasn't there in the original version. I think they added that in like, I don't know if 2 actually had it. I think it was only Dark Souls 1 and PC had that as an option. And then it wasn't, yeah. What even? I think a piece of the dragon just like fell off. Uh-huh. Okay, that inflicts poison. That's what that does. Wasn't totally sure. I think that's the only attack he has, though, is just shooting the poison gas. I assume that's just poison. I hope it's just poison. So if that's like degradation, that's bad. Uh-huh. This thing seemed way scarier before. It's whoop. It's not that big a deal. And more dragon scales. And a blood shield. Yeah. I don't know what the blood shield does. I think, yeah, it gives you... I think it gives you good, like, bleeding resist. Maybe. Maybe. Or not. From being on. I don't think. Boost various resistances. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about like poison or bleeding resist or anything like that, so I really don't know. Oh wait, yes it does. It says it right there. Yeah, okay. It's like really high bleed, poison, curse. I think it's only from like blocking, not just in general. It doesn't just boost those. Go anywhere and fight anything in this game 90% of the time. First, that would be that thing is gross. I mean, yeah, it's a big zombie dragon. This is a zombie dragon's back half. It like split apart when it tried to when it came over, like its back half stayed behind basically. So how do you do this? I believe you do a jump attack and something dumb happens. Okay, that's not what happens. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I don't know why it's still in the game. I don't know if there's supposed to be an animation for that, do a jump attack, and that thing just... Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's back. I didn't think he'd respawn. Can you parry this guy? Yes, you can. You can't riposte, but you can parry him. No. Why would you try to heal when I'm right here? You idiot. Yeah. 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 I don't know if the dragon is supposed to lift up like that at all, is the thing. I don't know if it's just the animation wasn't finished, so they just, I don't know, or they just didn't care. The thing is you have to jump attack, I believe. I don't think anything else works, so that, nothing about it makes sense. It feels like it's just a bug that they decided to leave in. But you know...
Thou must return whence thou came.
You know...
This land is peaceful, its inhabitants kind, but thou dost not belong.
Is this place peaceful at all?
Plunge down from the plank and hurry home.
Okay, Priscilla. That's her name. I don't think she said her name. Her name's Priscilla. She's barefoot. Some people are into that. She's like half dragon, half human, I think. I believe she's Seath's daughter. I can already lock on. That's weird. That's just weird. It's like, they really want, like... You'd think they just have no fog wall, and then... I don't know. Like, the boss music's already playing, it already lets you lock on, it's just, it's weird. Don't kill this lady? Why not? Because she's the other waifu. I'm aware of what she is. I'm aware that she has a reputation. But, you know, it's not important. You don't need reputations. Yeah, she turns invisible, and I need to watch the floor, because the only way to know where she is by the footprints on the floor. I don't know where she is. She's like... Okay, good luck cutting off her tail. I don't remember if she turns visible again at some point. Okay, well... I don't know where she is. This boss is weird. There we go. Yeah, crossbreed Priscilla, because she's half dragon. Now you can actually try to cut off her tail. I can try, you know, keyword try. Well, I tried.
But why? What's he?
What is she a crossbreed of? Yeah, I said it before, she's half dragon. Got the soul of Priscilla and twin humanities. I think maybe you can get her scythe? Maybe. Trapped inside the painted world of Ariamis. I don't know why she's here. I think it was like... She's half dragon, why was she so fuzzy? I think that was just her clothing. I don't think that's actually her... I don't think that's fur. I think that was just like what she was wearing. Other than her tail, I don't know. I don't know, don't ask me. I don't know, whatever. Okay, and this is here. Xanthus stuff. Yeah, okay, that's where that goes. I think I didn't die or like reset or anything like that when I left and came back, so or from when I killed that guy, which I can't remember his name now. Anyway, let's just put that on. Yeah. Yeah. Look at me. Look at this huge idiot. Xanthus means golden, in case you did not know. Or yellow or something. I think it means golden. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this cutscene's not any different as far as I know. What's with the... I don't understand the like, jump scare chord. Like, why it's... They don't use that anywhere else in the game, I don't think. You know what? I should have just gone back to the, should have just gone back to the bonfire. Man, I can't see anything. This oh man, this headgear is messing with my visibility. Yeah, that's what I like, not being able to see my enemies. I mean, I don't know how you actually see out of the thing either. There doesn't seem to be any eye holes or anything. I mean, I've heard, like, visibility is bad on, like, night helmets. Like, you can barely see. Or, like, peripheral vision in particular is, like, real bad. No, why don't we just leave? It's the closest I've gotten to becoming an actual literal dickhead. Is it? I mean, the Wiggler head in Monster Hunter, that's pretty... That one's pretty crazy. Gonna go lower, right? Are they still chasing? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Let's move this thing. Move that bus. I wonder if any of them died from that. Probably not. Probably. You know, they probably got on, I think. Or maybe they gave up. I don't know. One of them got on. He did it. That guy did it. He followed his dreams. Anyway, let's go do this, I guess. Because why not? Also let's take this off. Because my god. Oh, right, I have a bunch of souls I should probably do something with. Forgot about that. Get that attunement. Do I have any... If I had a chunk, which I don't know that there's anyone that sells those. Or if I had one Twinkling Titanite, I could upgrade this a bit more. Yeah. To pair my stuff, I guess. I need to get rid of some of these souls, because I don't like carrying them around. I don't like having this many. Oh, well, we got an extra slot. What do with that? I think I need to buy a second fire orb. That'd be a good idea. Acid surge? No, yeah, that doesn't. That's like useless. Fire surge is not very good. Basically, like, none of these are very good, really, to be honest. Fireball, why not? I don't know. I should actually... How do I can remove all of them. Let's do Fireball first, then Fire Orb, then Chaos Storm. Actually, Chaos Storm's not very good, to be honest. So why don't I take Chaos Storm off? Put Great Chaos Fireball back on. How about I do that? I'll do that. Need ring. I don't need anything. You can't stop me. I might need a ring. I don't know. Be wary of ranged battle. Tough enemy ahead. Well.
Heretic. First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord. I am the dark sun, Gwyndolin. Let the atonement for thy felonies commenceth.
Sure. So Gwyndolin is an asshole. He's in this hallway. And he just shoots magic at you. That's what he does. Shoots a bunch of magic. Okay, well then. Okay, and that just, you know, goes to the pillar. Because why not? Why wouldn't it? Then he teleports back. That's the other thing he does. He teleports. By the way, this hallway does have an end. It's just, it's a very long hallway. This reminds me of the final boss. Not the final boss. But, you know, the, reminds me of the Eraser Gen fight. In, Sonic and the Secret Rings. Yeah, this hallway does have an end, though. I almost kind of want to just, like, play the Eraser Gen theme over this fight. I could exit out. If I exit out, it would, throw me, it would throw me outside of the boss, but man, I can do it. Can't stop me. I'm using the wrong weapon, I just realized. I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember there being lightning damage on the Black Knight sword. Because I'm not using the Black Knight sword. I think it's some kind of like special bow. There we go.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Nah, it's fine. And now the hallway's back to normal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is an end to the hallway. But you know, it's whatever. So we got the soul of Gwyndolin, god of the dark sun and guardian of deserted Orlando. It's Gwyn's lastborn. Are we gonna get more on Gwyndolin? There's a chair there. I don't know why there's a chair here. And there's just a chest. Miracle Sunlight Blade. I guess I should probably look at that. And then... Oh, the brass set. That's from the Orlando Firekeeper. That's the set she was wearing. And... nothing. There's nothing in that one. Okay, well, perfect. There are sides to this. I don't remember if there's anything on the sides of these. No. Okay, yeah, that's extra confusing because I'll just say this area appears again in another game, and there is something on the side. So I also don't know why there's these flowers up here. I think this is someone's grave, like Gwen's grave or something. I don't know. I'm gonna destroy this chair. I'll look at that miracle, I guess. Sunlight blade. What was the other thing I picked up? The brass set? Right. Then the other thing was empty for some reason. Boost right up in the ways of the sun. That was so strip of his deific status. He left this on his father's coffin, perhaps as a final farewell. Okay, that does not say anything about Gwendolyn. I thought it might. Dark Moon Nidus. Okay, she doesn't have a name. She visited Dark Sun Gwendolyn Mausoleum with Foul Depths. Which hides her hideous form. How does it help her hunt the guilty? Yeah, the whole hideous form thing is because, like, firekeepers look super gross. Like, their skin is all messed up because it's just, like, a bunch of darkness or something. Yeah. Being a firekeeper is rough. It's not great. It's like, why would you even do it? I don't know. I have no idea. Gwendolyn, his whole deal, though, is he was, like, raised as a girl or something. I don't know why, but he was. That's about all there is to that. I don't know. Oh, the ring. I think you need the Sun Princess. What is it? Where is it? Did I? Oh, you know what? I think I put it in the bottomless box. I mean, I don't need it right now. I just want to know what the name of it is. Ring of the Sun Princess. Yeah, that's the one. The one you get from Guinevere. Or the fake Guinevere, or whatever. If you take that, then you can come down here. And then I think you can... I think the fog wall is there. I don't remember if you can join another covenant or something. I don't remember what the deal is, but this opens up from getting that ring. You don't actually need to kill Guinevere to get that to open up. But that's whatever. So let's level up resistance, because that's the best stat in the game. Yeah, fun fact, never level up resistance. It boosts your poison resistance. And that's it. And it's bad. It's a bad skill that should not exist. And it was removed. So, I mean, I don't know. Alright, endurance does increase your bleed resist, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Do I need Havel's ring? Yeah, still do, unfortunately. At a certain point, you don't need it. Although I think maybe it has more to do with the weapon I have. Like, let's put that on. Let's see. Or maybe if I had an even lighter weapon, I don't know. Which I don't have. That's fine. Just put Havel's ring back on. It's fine. Yeah, so that's that. That's that optional boss. What else did we need to do? Don't remember. I forgot. We need to do other areas. One of which I don't want to do yet. For specific reasons. And I think we've done all of the optional stuff that I had unlocked, right? Unless we want to do the DLC. Either way, even if I did want to do the DLC, which I don't want to do that yet, either way, we need to go over here. So, just go over there. Do that. Yep, still like no enemies here. Or very few. The giants aren't here. So this was one of the things that opened up after we beat... No, after we placed Lord Vessel, not after we beat anyone. Okay. There's a boar. I think this is only the second boar we've seen. I believe it's only this is the second one. There is 2C. I believe there are only 2 in the game. So when we kill this one, the entire species will be gone. I want to backstab this boar. Because you can. And yes, it does exactly what you think it does. Pretty sure you can. I remember you being able to backstab the boar. Remember that being a thing you could do. Oh man. I was blocking and that still hit me. Or one of the hits hit me. I don't like this boar. Let's just kill it. Let's forget backstabbing it. Let's forget that. Remove that thought from your mind. So if you don't get the Fangboar helm, you can get it from that one. Although I didn't. I already had got it from the first one, though. Oh, there's a third boar. I forgot about that. Never mind. Now we'll make the species go extinct. Whoop. There we go. There we go. Now they're extinct. Perfect. There's a second Fangboar helm that I don't want. So let's rest here. Put those away because I don't need them. I don't think. No, yeah, I was wondering if I had the option to if I even had the option to make boss weapons yet, but I do. I just don't want to. Did I mention that blood red moss clumps are useless yet? Because they are. They're very useless. What have I got that I don't want? I mean, really a lot, probably. I probably don't need that Elite Knight set. I just have it because I like the way it looks. I'll probably never wear it. That can go. Those can go. I'd rather just, like, get rid of them altogether, but can't do that. That can go. And do I have anything else? Havel's stuff, Xanthus stuff. So let's be real. What am I gonna? I'm not. Do I really want anything that's not? I don't know. Not the hat. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Did it show the name of the area yet? I don't think it did. I mean, we're in there, but I don't think it said. I don't think it said what the place was called. Okay. Oh, I guess there were enemies attacking me while that was happening. Oh, great. It might be weak or resistant to lightning. These guys. Might be. I'm not sure. So that might be a bad idea. These are basically hollows, except they're made of crystal, or they've got crystal all over them. Are we still not in the area? Are we still not entered the zone? Yeah, as you can see, there is a channeler here. And there's also that guy, a crystal golem here. Just kind of out of place. And he's not attacking. So, I mean, he will now. Because we got too close. But it's fine. I can take him. It's fine. Will you please stop? Stop what it is that you're doing. Okay, crystal golem's dead. He didn't drop anything. Thought he was supposed to drop something. Maybe not. Anyways, this is the Duke's Archives. That's the name of this place. There we go. Channeler's dead. I don't remember if that one respawns. I don't think he does. But he might. All of the enemies appear to still be buffed. Actually, there might be another channeler. I get the feeling we are not going to finish this area in time today, but... Oh, hello, floating book. How's it going? Alright, alright. More floating books, oh. I thought it was just this one was playing around with the physics. I guess not. Nope. It's just floating. Books are magic. I mean, this place there's just tons of magic in this place, you know? It's fine. Makes sense, I guess. Soul of a brave warrior. Yeah, this place, it's a library. This area is a library. That's about it. Did I mispronounce library? I might have. The refrigerator in the library. That didn't even shoot straight. That's not right. That's not okay. Treasure ahead. That is indeed treasure. Twinkling Titanite. Hey, I needed only one of those to upgrade this sword. So that's pretty good. I mean, I was realizing as I was in Ash Lake that I can totally just farm those clams for Twinkling Titanite. So that's nice. Not that I don't think it really matters at this point, because I don't know that I'm going to be using it for anything other than this weapon that I have now. The poise, stamina, whatever, is not the best. Praise the sun. 420, praise it. You thought you could fool me? Twinkling Titanite. The funny thing is, we're right next to Anor Londo, but it's super dark in Anor Londo. I think it's really just for the contrast, but like, yeah, it's weird. Beware of hitting them in one swoop. I don't know what that means. I really don't know. Anyway. Oop. That was the wrong thing. I wanted to use that one. Yeah. Crystal Knight Shield. That's like the Knight Shield, but imbued with crystal, which makes it bad. I believe the deal with crystal, anything, weapons, armor, shields, is that it cannot be repaired and has like really low durability. So in the case of a shield, it's just bad. I think maybe it has higher like magic resist, I want to say. I think it has like really high magic resist. So there's that, but otherwise it's not something that's worth using. Wait, are we there already? I thought there was more to this area before you got to this point. Am I where I think I am? Maybe not. Stop it. Don't do that. He's not dead yet. Got a magic pixel. Not anymore. I have nothing to say about that guy. I don't know anything about him. Yeah, we did it. Twinkling Green Titanite. Perfect. I think, if I am where I think I am right now, I think I might want to, yep. I am where I think I am. Okay, so, big cheats. Put this on. Put one of these on. I prefer this one. Just, you know what, actually I probably don't need it. But, you know, put it on. Put one of these on. You're gonna want it. Gonna want to use it. Yeah, there's nothing else. Just put that on. Seath the Scaleless. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's fight him. Let's fight Seath. So yeah, that's inflicting curse. That's not good. Actually, you know what I should do? Let's take all this off. Yeah, so he's invincible. He's completely invincible. And these attacks are completely unavoidable also. So yeah. Ring of Sacrifice shattered. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Yeah, we're obviously not where we were before. Okay, Ring of Sacrifice shattered. I'm aware. I'm aware, game. It wouldn't let me, like, open up any menus or anything. Whoop. During all that. Anyway, that's like the one place you maybe need to use that. Gonna just light this bonfire. This doesn't open. Why isn't it open? Now would be the time to rest at that. Yeah, I don't know why there are enemies trying to kill you in your jail cell, but they're here. That's also locked. Oh no, we're stuck. We're stuck here forever. But wait. There's an enemy here. What if we just hit him? And he dies. I pillage his body and he gives me the key to the cell. That'd be great. Where is that key? Archive Tower cell key. Wait, what is the annex key? Oh, never mind. Key to the cell. Archive Tower, once a trove of precious tomes, letters became a prison after the onset of Seath's madness. Seath went crazy. Serpent Men? I guess they're just called the Serpent Men. Writhing mistakes of the terrifying experiments. Alright then. Oh yeah, this thing. That's very loud. Why is it so loud? I don't know. Tell me. Why is it so loud? Why is it so loud, game? FromSoft? Namco? Someone explain. No? Do it now. Yeah. More Snake Bros. What are you doing? Where are you going? Snake Bro. Come back. Come back, Snake Bro. Oh no. Oh no. Snake Bro. Don't leave. Please. I don't know why they're going this way, actually. I don't remember if they go up the ladder or what the deal is. Oh, and those things are heading up here. They obviously cannot climb ladders. Also, they disappear when they get too far away. Draw distance is hard. I mean, for the PS4, you know. Alright then. I don't know why I did an attack there, like as though that would, like, reduce the fall damage I took. Maiden set. White Sans Ring. Don't know. The Maiden stuff, I think, is the stuff that, what was the lady's name? The lady that was stuck in the Tomb of the Giants, I don't remember her name. That's the stuff she had on, I'm pretty sure. Divine Ring entrusted to the head bishop of the Way of White. Hostile for Lloyd, Uncle the Lord Gwyn. Grants additional attunement slots. That could have use for me, uses. It could also not. It's not important. Snake Bros are back. Oh hey, they're not running away like cowards this time. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind, spoke too soon. I think they're running away because those things are coming after them. Hey now. Hey. Hey. Get back here. Uh-oh. Camera. 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 Nope. Camera's done. Camera's given up. It has given up. It's given up completely. These are called Pisakas, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Which is a thing in SMT also. Because it's just like a thing that from some kind of mythology. They don't look like that in SMT. Yeah, you're free now. Oh no, why are you trying to kill me? I just freed you. You are also free now. You're also trying to murder me. Don't appreciate that. And all the sound effects are like just being overshadowed by the quote-unquote music. It's not zone music this time, it's like actually something playing it, so you know, there's that, but oh no, I missed the riposte. It's fine. Archive Prison Extra Key. I don't know what that is. Extra key to a cell in the Duke's Archive Tower. There are several keys scattered about which fit Archive Tower cells. Sure. I don't know why that key exists. Oh, that's a grab. I figured that was a grab. I got stabbed. I got grabbed and stabbed. I think that's the only attack they have, actually. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I'm wrong. It is not the only attack they have. Wasn't there a cell that I couldn't unlock? This one up here? Yep. Large soul of a brave warrior. Great. How very useful. Oh, hey, he's back. This guy that went up the ladder, he decided to come back. It probably wasn't the best idea. You know, probably should have stayed up there. But hey, you know, I commend him for facing his fears. Even if, you know, sometimes facing your fears means like, you know, I have fears. I have fears of like, you know, I don't know. I'd be afraid to just walk out onto a highway. Doesn't mean I should do it. Congrats, you faced your fears and got hit by a truck. You did it. You can call me many things, but you can't call me a coward. Yeah, these ones aren't attacking. I believe there's a reason for that. I don't remember what that reason is. But you don't have to attack them. Oh, hey, Logan.
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is.
I can't hear you.
I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway.
What?
Guys, such a storehouse of knowledge, so close but just out of reach. The thought offends me.
Oh, yeah.
I could simply die as a student.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I hate it when that happens. Oh man, Logan, you're hilarious. Yeah, that's what a great story. So, Logan, I guess, wants us to do something. I don't know. The guy's crazy. I don't know why he's here. Actually, no, I do know why he's here. I know literally why he is here. Because there are books on magic, and he wants to read the books about the magic. I don't know what the deal is with these gears. They're not attached to anything. I assume something's broken. Maybe some of them are attached to some stuff. I don't know. I don't remember if these enemies give you something special if you kill them. But they're not attacking. Maybe they do. I don't remember. I don't want to kill them just in case. Okay, we're just in a bad spot. Bad place. Bad place I don't like to be. Uh-huh. Okay, let's turn off that noise. Let's just turn it off, please. It's very annoying. Okay, there we go. Now it's done. Now it's done. I don't know why this is, like, covered in, like, snake skin. Like, what were they doing? I don't know. I don't know. I know what snake skin looks like. I've seen snakes shed their skin before. Archive Tower Giant Door Key. That's for the door at the top, I believe. Leading out from the uppermost floor of Archive Tower, which now serves as a prison. Key's design does not... Wait, resembles not the key of a prison, instead the tower. Indeed, the tower was once no prison at all, but a trove of precious tomes. Oh my god, that is written in the most confusing way possible. Hi, Oluap. I don't think... Did I get the key to Logan's cell? I don't think I did. Don't remember... How do you get in there? Can I drop in? Probably a terrible idea. Drop in and I just you know, get locked in there with them. Time to use that dark sign. Do I have to... I might have to leave and come back just in case I'm missing something. I'm going to kill these. Do they still not attack? I think they were going to. Miracle, bountiful sunlight, soothing sunlight. Great. Great. I don't know where those miracles came from. I think the guys in the deal is the guys in the clerics. What is her name? In the Tomb of the Giants, where we found the guys when Patches kicked us down the pit and those guys had went hollow. I think they were going, because I know Petrus was part of that plan too. I couldn't find wherever he goes crazy and talks about his plan, or he doesn't go crazy. Like, he can slip up and like say something about how he was planning on murdering her or something. I don't know, but I think they were gonna give her to Seath, and that's why I found those clothes. And they're turning the cleric ladies into those things. I don't know. They're just minding their own business. I mean, but they had drops. But they have drops. I have to. I mean, like, what? Like, what do I not kill them? What is this? You think this is Light Souls? Yeah, I think I have to come back to this room after getting the key, I want to say. Ooh, there's an item there. How do I get that? How do I get to that spot? There's that. We'll see. I think I have to go up higher. Yeah, I believe I have to go on that thing. Well, that was not the solution. I mean, it might have been the solution to getting on there. It was. I did it before. It wasn't the solution that time. Unfortunately. Okay, so I'm gonna just go get that bloodstain. Yeah, okay, and then I'm just gonna go. And now the music's not going, so well, music, I don't know. The noise has stopped, so it's not something we need to be concerned with anymore. I do not know how to get that key. I have no idea. Or how to get that item. I don't know if that item that I saw was the key or if that was something else. I don't know. I can open this up. Hello. Oh, there's another guy over there. Be wary of up? I don't know what that means. I'll have to deal with it later. There's someone behind me, isn't there? Yep. I could see him when I walked in. where we have left. Up. What does that mean? Sun? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, big crystals over there. Oh, I know what that means. I forgot about this. Where is it? Binoculars. Let's go. Let's go, binocs. There is a door floating in the air. I forgot. They didn't fix this. You would think they'd remove these things, but they didn't. There's just a door. It's like one of the doors in the jail cell. It's just floating in the air. By the way, there is not a zone there. That's not like like something that hasn't loaded in, like a wall or something that hasn't loaded in, and you can just see a door. There's just a door floating nowhere. There's nothing there. It's like that was probably just like a placeholder or something, or they just placed one somewhere just to like I don't know. Like they copy and pasted it and then left one over there and forgot to take it out. But yeah. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Oh man, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's great. This game's hilarious. More libraries, more now we're like really in the Duke's archives, and now it's like time to like get serious. It's serious time. Need everyone to be quiet. Can drop down onto that shelf. I don't see any reason to do that. I should kill you. Yeah, there's multiple channelers in here. Also, all of these enemies are being buffed. Oh no. Okay, this is not the start of the Duke's Archives. This is something else. It looks very similar, but it's not the same room. Did you really just do that? Did you really just jump up all those stairs? Man, that channeler is real annoying. There's a bonfire here. And now we come to a very special point. Well, come to the point where I'm gonna level up. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't, just more endurance. This is actually the exact bonfire I stopped at, and where I just stopped playing the game. So, let's do this. I'm probably gonna get invaded. That's probably what's gonna happen. But oh well. You can only be invaded by someone that's within like a certain amount of levels of you. Like they have to be within like 10 levels or something like that. Let's kindle it one more time because we can. Yep, well, never mind. I can't. Summon someone. Why not? You're getting summoned. I don't know who you are, but you're getting summoned. Hollow yourself. Alright. Alright. Good job, Tess. You gotta do it. You gotta help me out. Let's go. Pincer attack, let's do it. Oh man. Oh jeez. Okay. Oh right, and an enemy is, scaling is what it is. Yeah. It scales all of the enemies, not just, Alright then. I don't know what that was. That's a build. Build is what that is. Good old invaders. I like PvP, but I don't like invasion because dumb stuff like that happens. Oh god. What even was that? I don't know. Oh, that's one of those things. Why is it there? I don't know. That's a weird place for that thing to be. I've already explained how those work. That's not the evil one, though, I think. That's the good one, which I don't remember what determines which one shows up. You stop that. Stop your happy dance. Oh no. You know what that is? That's King Dedede's final smash from Brawl. That's what he's doing. That's not right. One of these days. Is it still there? I think it's gone now. Yeah, it's gone now. Oh well. Crystal straight sword. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Is there? Nope, nothing under the staircase. Does this move? No, this just breaks. You can break it. And fuck this table. That one in particular. This other one's fine, but that one looked at me funny. How do I get up? Well, not here. Oh, there's only a staircase on one side, actually. Or there's only a staircase leading up on one side. Meaning that particular area is basically completely pointless. I don't think these have homing on their arrows, or at the very least it's not as egregious. Come on. There we go. I just want to be able to heal. That'd be nice. That roll was super late. I think I have to go to the other room because there's another room. Yeah, to go over here. There are 2 rooms. There might be more than that even. I don't know. Duke's Archives is super confusing, as I recall. Did I ever finish what I was saying before? I don't think I did. When I was at the bonfire. That bonfire is where I stopped last time I had played this game. So that's where my other character is. I mean, I had completed New Londo outside of the boss. But, that's the only other thing that I had done on that file that I still haven't done in this one. But that's, you know, it doesn't matter anymore. I was gonna do it for real this time. According to Miyazaki, the lore of when you stop playing is you went hollow, I guess, because you gave up. Not your character, but you as a player went hollow. Although it's more like I kind of just got bored. Or just, I don't know. I just stopped playing because I didn't want to. Or I was playing something else. Either way, I had been playing the game way after release, so there wasn't much to keep me going, especially since I'd already seen the end. So yep. Okay, they do have homing. These arrows. It's not nearly as bad as like the Silver Knight arrows though. That's going too far. Dropped a longbow that I didn't need. It's good. It's very good. Okay, I remember this area being really difficult to navigate. I think the thing is just that it's like... it's not that hard to navigate. It's just like you kind of just keep going places until you hit a spot. You can't go anywhere else. Okay, I think one of the enemies, like... oh, wait, no. I was gonna say one of the enemies spun the staircase, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case. The staircase. No, I'll ban myself. I think you just, when you spin one staircase, the other one, you spin them both. Sorcery Strong Magic Shield. That increases, like, stability or something like that on your shield. I think stability and just, like, how much damage it blocks. I don't know if it's all types of damage or if it's just physical or, like, just physical and magic or... I don't know. I think I want to turn this because that would be the only other thing that I haven't done yet. Let me access an area I haven't been to yet. Or a couple areas. It's nothing. Have I killed every enemy in this area? Maybe. Okay, and there's this. Who are you? Who are you and why are you here? I don't think that enemy is normally there. I think because he looks... you know what, I'm not even gonna finish the sentence I was gonna say. Because I get the feeling it wasn't gonna come out the right way. Should I just say it anyway? No. No. I think that might be like a Gravelord thing, though. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, that moves the bookcase, and that's a bonfire over there. Oh, channeler set. Great. Someone decided to run all the way up there. They did it. I'm not doing it, but they did it. That's Mimic. And it's dead. It's a dead Mimic now. Actually, it's just nothing because it's gone. Enchanted Falchion. That's a Falchion that does magic damage. That's it. Crystal Ember. That... I don't remember who that's for. Might as well look at it. Handled only by the giant gods blacksmiths. Plus 10 standard weapon, a crystal weapon. Oh. I don't want that. I'll hand it in to whoever uses it, but I'm not gonna use it. I don't know if that's for the giant blacksmith or if that's for someone else. Blue titanite chunk. Okay, I really need to figure out how to get Logan out of the cell. Cause I'm getting far away from that, and I don't, oh, just miss this. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Well, you know, just, yeah. So I always say, just ask for things and you get them. Immediately. Just whine loudly. Giant cell below Duke's Archive Tower. Prison countless maidens now empty. Yeah, yeah. So I was right. I was right about the thing I said. Doesn't that crystal soldier colors look a little off? I don't know. Okay. I feel like I've missed a lot. Okay, so we got the key though for Logan's cell. So woo, hey now. Models just flickering in and out. The flow of time is convoluted. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I actually looked at whatever was on the other side. Did I? Maybe I did. Maybe I totally did that. Okay, maybe I'm super wrong. Never mind. Anyway, okay. So, which way? Where to? I don't remember if I could warp into the tower. I feel like I want to do that if that's an option, because that'll simplify things. Because I don't know where I'm going. Oh, or I can just, you know, go. Just go back there, this way. Never mind. I don't remember these things being, like, black with red eyes. Weren't they blue before? Am I crazy? Am I being gravelorded? Although I think the main thing with gravelording is I think that just adds more enemies. I don't think it makes the enemies, the existing ones, stronger. But I don't know. I don't really know anything. If I ever seem to know anything, don't believe my lies. Okay. Now, back to the cell. We gotta bust Logan out. We gotta do it. I wish I had some sort of Prison Break reference or something. But I don't. I don't know. I've never watched Prison Break. I'm sorry. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this guy's blue. Maybe it's just the lighting in the area. I don't know. Makes them look blue, or the lighting in the other area makes them look black. But mainly, I just didn't remember that that one crystal soldier being on that ledge. So, yeah, these things are still here. Okay then. I can't get out of this. Where did you come from? I don't know. I don't know. That's not a lot of lava. That's weird. I think it's just the way it... Whoops. That was a mistake. It's fine. Never mind. I wonder if these are weak to lightning. No. No, they're not. Don't use that. Don't use that weapon. I mean, maybe it'd be better if it were, like, upgraded or something, but it's not. So, no. Oh, I guess these drop humanity. That's nice. You're free now.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
Yeah, you do that. What is this? A Firekeeper soul. That's weird. I don't know why that's there. I don't know. Soul of a long-lost Firekeeper. Yep, doesn't really have much of anything to say. But now we can upgrade the Estus more.
Don't mind me. Go on ahead. I'll head out soon. I wish to lay down my plans before I visit the archives.
I think I may have made a mistake somewhere, but we'll see when we get to that. Don't you worry. I'm pretty sure I did indeed make a mistake. That's not it. That's not the thing I want. How do I get to that item? It will haunt me forever. Oh no, where did you come from? Why do you people do this? There is... yeah, there's that. There's a door there. That oh, I never opened it. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'm a huge idiot. I don't like that. Why are you here? Just more enemies just appearing all the time. Why not? More crystal straight swords that I don't want. There we go. Use the extra key. That looks like a fun time. Looks like a real fun time. Fun times. Soul of a brave warrior. Was it worth it? No. No, it wasn't. I can confirm to you here and now. It was not worth it. Well, I'm out of Estus. Alright then. I'm sure this will all be fine. Uh-huh. I think you can turn the thing back on, this thing. Yeah. You can turn it back on. I don't know really what reason you would have to do that, but you can do it if you want. I guess if you want the snake guys to like run up the ladder for some reason, you can force them to do that. Okay, so where is the bonfire? Sometimes you just need a terrible noise to keep you going. I don't think I need that. Not at the current point in my life. Okay, bonfire. Bonfire-chan. Cut off from the others, can't warp. Okay. So you can't warp to get out of the cell, basically. I don't know if that's the only bonfire that's like that. It might be. Probably should have leveled up. But, you know, who does that? Who levels up these days? Good job. You showed me. Oh, right, the channelers come back. And wonderful. I mean, I can just get right over there. It's not really a big hassle. Stop it. Well, alright then. We've done it. We've basically completed the Duke's archives. Basically. I don't remember if resting at bonfires makes NPCs move or anything like that, but Logan will move. I'm gonna just quit, just in case. Just reset. Okay. Logan should be over here. About. Something like that. Might be down here. Maybe. Or not. He's around. I'm pretty sure he's in this room somewhere. I just don't really know where. Or over here, you know? Could be over here also. Yep, there he is. He sort of blends in with this thing.
Hello there. I was expecting you. This place is truly magnificent. More than expected, even. As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you. And the secret of Seath's immortality.
Mm-hmm. He's got sorceries. As you can see.
Ah. The secret of Seath's immortality. If you have forced
What is that?
him in prison, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves.
How would I know that?
And no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives, the Crystal Forest.
Okay.
The tomes stored in these archives are truly magnificent, a great pool of knowledge, the fruits of superior wisdom and an unquenchable desire for the truth. Some would say Seath had an unsound fixation, but his work is a beautiful, invaluable resource. All progress demands sacrifice.
Oh, you're sounding kind of weird, Logan.
The tomes stored in a great
Okay.
I certainly. Farewell.
So, I don't know that I'm...
I understand.
Oh.
We are in the midst of a revolution.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm not gonna buy, like, any of these. Because I don't have a sorcery build. And you cannot change your build once it's started, but, that's where Logan's quest is going to end. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, I could technically finish his quest, but I believe you have to buy everything from him to do that. And that's the reason that's not gonna happen. But if you buy everything from him, then he goes hollow in here. And takes off all his clothes except for his hat. And then tries to kill you. That's how that ends. Anyway, that area looks unfinished. It's not. That's where we'll be going next. But not before doing this. I mean, I'm just gonna keep pumping endurance because I don't know. Endurance is real good. It's a real good stat. Oh hey, Estus, great. Can I take this off yet? No, it's still 54 out of 93.2. I think it's really just to do with the weapon that I'm using, more than anything. And the fact that I'm carrying 2 weapons. Actually... Alright, I can upgrade this. A ton of Twinkling Titanite. Great. Okay, and I need to start to put some stuff in here. Put those away. Put that away. Divine Great Club. I think I'm gonna reset the Divine Great Club. I'm probably gonna just reset it to a regular Great Club. Don't need that anymore. Why do I have this? Fire defense? Is that why I have it? Oh, Crystal Knight Shield has better stability. It has way higher stability than the regular shield. Also, it does more damage, I guess, in case that's something that matters to you. It doesn't matter enough to me to keep it. That's better fire defense than... What was the other thing? Was it this one? Yeah. That can go. How's the stability? 64 and the other one was 50 something. Okay. So, we're good. I think. Might have been more armor I got. I got the channeler stuff, right? Here it is. Six-eyed helm of the channelers. I don't know why it's six-eyed. But it is. 6 eyes arranged in 2 vertical columns compensate for Seath's lack of sight. Right, Seath is blind. I forgot about that. I don't want that though. Channelers look creepy. Creep me out. I don't like it. Maiden stuff. What? Okay, this one says something different for some reason. Well, soft and well made. Wait. Right? Oh, yeah. They don't offer much in the way of... Okay, never mind. It says something slightly different for some reason. Never mind. Okay. Thief stuff, late night. Okay. 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 Alright. So that'll be it for today. This is where I stopped last time, but it will not be where I stop this time. I mean, it will be, but only today. Only until, you know, like Wednesday. But, yeah. I'm gonna have to look up a couple things, like how to get to the DLC, and how there's a thing regarding the Chaos Servants that I need to look up, so I need to do that. Can't stop, won't stop, did stop. That's me. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't think I got anything. Tomorrow will be Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I have a... Oh, never mind. I have a plan to make it less... less, you know, like, sleep-inducing. You'll see. Hopefully, it'll be less terrible tomorrow, basically. Yeah. There's not really. It's Chain of Memories. It is what it is. And also, I don't know if the frame rate's still being bad. It's still. No, actually, it was much better today. Still skipping more frames than I'd like, but it's not nearly as bad as it usually is. So maybe I fixed it. Oh, right. Other thing. Fighting EX Layer. That should be going up on YouTube after this. Soon after this. Well, soon-ish. Is scheduled for 7 p.m. I can just make it earlier. Instead. It is now scheduled for 6:15. Great. It will be going up right after this. There you go. There you go. Literally in like 1 minute. It'll be going up. And then the other one, well, half of it'll go up. The other half will go up tomorrow. That's it. That's all there is to that. Yeah. This week's just, I think, just Dark Souls, Chain of Memories. That's it. Yeah. Next week's mostly the same, except for Captain Toad and Octopath Traveler come out on the same day. So we'll be playing those. I don't plan on doing full playthroughs of either of those. I could for Captain Toad, since I never did finish it, but yeah. It'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be next Friday. It's gonna be a whole lot of Kingdom Hearts and Dark Souls, though. uh, yeah, there's not much anything else. There's not much coming out. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing. I've got nothing today. I don't think. More Dark Souls on Wednesday. Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Gonna alternate. I think it'll basically just be Dark Souls Mondays and Wednesdays, Kingdom Hearts Tuesdays and Thursdays. For the next like few weeks at least. And that's it. That's it. I'm out. Gotta disappear, fade away. Goodbye.